There is a drawer in most Western homes that nobody talks about, but everybody has. The one that takes 30 seconds to find anything in. The one where things go to become lost. It is opened 30 times a day and cursed quietly every single time. And then there is the microwave leftover that came out wrong again. Hot around the edge, cold in the middle, somehow both at once. The plastic container that held curry 2 months ago and still announces it every time the cupboard is opened. The knife that used to be sharp and is now just a handle attached to a polite suggestion. The salad bought on Monday that by Wednesday is surrendering. None of these are serious problems, but they happen every single day. And the strange thing about small daily frustrations is that they do not stay small. They stack. 10 of them across a morning create a texture of mild friction that most people have simply accepted as the background noise of daily life. Japan calls the refusal to accept that texture kaizen, not the productivity concept that got turned into a business buzzword, the original domestic version. The quiet cultural understanding that no inefficiency is too small to be worth solving, and that the gap between a frustrating day and a smooth one is almost always a collection of very minor things done differently. 10 of those things. Number 6 is the one you will go and try in the kitchen before this video ends. Number 10 is the one you will send to someone before you go to bed tonight. The first one is in your knife block right now. Turn any ceramic mug upside down. The unglazed rough ring on the bottom, the part that sits on the table, is a natural sharpening surface. Draw the knife blade across it at approximately 15 degrees, 10 strokes on each side. This is not a temporary fix. It is the same abrasive principle used in professional ceramic sharpening rods, available in a different form in every kitchen that owns a mug. Japanese home cooks have known this for decades. A sharp knife in 2 minutes, using something already in the cupboard without buying a single thing. The second one happens every time you cook rice. The cloudy, starchy water left in the pot after boiling rice goes down the drain in most Western kitchens. In Japan, it does not. Rice water contains inositol, a compound that supports skin cell renewal and reduces inflammation. Japanese women have used it as a facial rinse and hair rinse for centuries, long before any laboratory confirmed why it worked. Pour it into a clean jar, keep it in the refrigerator, use it within a week as a rinse after washing your face. A skincare step that costs nothing and is currently leaving your kitchen every time you make dinner. The third one solves the microwave problem permanently. The reason reheated food comes out hot on the edges and cold in the middle is that the center of the plate receives the least microwave energy. The Japanese solution is to not put food in the center. Arrange leftovers in a ring around the edge of the plate, leaving the middle empty. The heat distributes evenly, the food reheats evenly, and a problem that has annoyed every microwave owner since 1975 is gone in 30 seconds of rearranging. The fourth one is for the container that still smells of last month. Fill it with warm water, add a tablespoon of baking soda, leave it overnight. In Japanese households, baking soda, juso, is a standard multi-purpose staple used for deodorizing containers, cleaning cutting boards, removing stovetop grease, and lifting stains from fabric. One ingredient solving 8 problems. Most Western kitchens own it and use it exclusively for baking. The container that has been pushed to the back of the cupboard because nobody wants to use it anymore is one overnight soak away from being clean. The fifth one will change how a drawer feels to use. Most people fold towels in thirds and stack them horizontally, which means accessing the bottom towel requires moving every towel above it. Fold them in thirds lengthwise instead, then fold that strip into a rectangle and stand it upright on its edge. Stored vertically, side by side, every towel immediately visible, every towel accessible without disturbing any other. This is not a Marie Kondo invention. She learned it from a culture that has stored textiles this way for generations, long before anyone thought to write a book about it. Number 6, the one to try tonight. A bowl of cold water with a pinch of salt. Place wilted salad leaves, softening herbs, or limp vegetables into it for 15 minutes. The salt changes the osmotic pressure around the plant cells and water moves back into them. They revive. Not partially, almost completely. In Japan, the concept of mottainai, a deep cultural aversion to waste in any form, means that a vegetable is not written off at the first sign of softness. It is brought back. Open the refrigerator right now and find whatever is wilting. The bowl takes 10 seconds to prepare. The seventh one takes 2 minutes once a week and prevents something that otherwise takes 2 hours once a month. Pick the most disordered drawer or surface in the home. Every Monday morning, before anything else, spend 2 minutes returning everything in it to where it belongs. Not decluttering, not reorganizing, just returning. The kaizen principle applied here is this: disorder compounds if it is not addressed at the smallest increment. 2 minutes weekly intercepts the compounding before it becomes a project. The drawer that feels manageable on Monday never becomes the drawer that requires a Saturday afternoon to fix. The eighth one uses something going in the bin anyway. A used green tea bag placed at the back of the refrigerator absorbs odors as effectively as baking soda. The tannins in green tea are natural deodorizers, a property that Japanese households have made practical use of for a very long time. In a home where green tea is consumed daily, this costs nothing. Replace it every 2 weeks. A refrigerator that smells of nothing, maintained with the bag that was leaving anyway. The ninth one is for the spare duvet taking up half a wardrobe shelf. Fold it tightly and slide it inside one of its own pillowcases. The pillowcase compresses it, keeps it clean, and keeps the matching set together without a separate storage bag. A shelf cleared, a problem solved, nothing purchased. The solution was already folded in the linen cupboard. It just had not been used this way before. Number 10. The one you will send to someone before tonight is over. 30 seconds of cold water on the wrists. Not a cold shower, not an ice bath. Just the wrists held under a cold tap at the kitchen sink for half a minute. The vagus nerve runs close to the skin's surface at the inner wrist. Cold water stimulates it directly, producing a rapid drop in cortisol and a measurable lift in alertness that arrives faster than caffeine and lasts without the subsequent crash. Japanese bathing culture has long understood the relationship between cold water contact and mental clarity. The neuroscience simply confirmed what daily practice had already established. The afternoon slump that reaches for a third coffee has a 30-second alternative that works better. It is at the kitchen sink, it is free, and almost nobody in the West knows it exists. 10 problems that have been running quietly in the background of daily life, in most cases for years. None of them cost anything, all of them work today. Which one are you trying first? Leave it in the comments and be specific, because the person reading your comment 3 weeks from now might be on the fence about exactly that one. And send number 10 to whoever in your life hits that afternoon wall every single day. They will not believe it until they try it. Then they will not stop talking about it. I will see you in the next one.